What's up, people? What's the word? We got a long way to go. 20 tree left. 23. Tell you what, I can't figure this out. It's not working. Got no nails to fix this thing. There. All right, now we're good. There we go. Oh, I still got it. Rocky Top, I got you. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, if anyone's questioning how I'm doing the shipping now, it's just went through the last couple breaks and averaging about $95 a lot in loss per break with shipping. And they're going up again on the 12th, which sucks. So Monday, rates are going up, and the cost of stamps are going up too, obviously. But I think it's like 78. They're going to like 82 or something like that. Sounds good, Aaron. Yeah, no worries. All right, Lucky Top in here and said, what is it? 21 left. 21. Finest mixer. Actually, we got 8 right now. So 9 times, oh, that number is actually lower. It's 20 left. So, oops. Rocky Top, Nick. And then we got Aaron. Okay. Rocky Top, I got your payment. All right, that puts us at 10, so 20 left. All right. I saw that Facebook move on it. I should have a... Yeah, no worries. Yeah, you're fine. Yep, I put them in the box for you. I'll get the boxes too. What's everybody's thoughts on refractors? With this plastic on here. I mean, what are you, nuts? What are you, living in the Stone Age? It's criminal to have this stuff on here. Can't keep this stuff on here. I usually use tweezers for this part, but this one feels pretty soft on the edge here. You can roll across to that. Yeah, it's starting to move. I should be using a magnifying glass and some tweezers. The best way is to put a little heat on it. If you got a lighter, put a little heat on it. It'll kind of soften up. Get yourself a lighter, handle lighter. Test the heat though. You don't want it too high, too close. It usually softens it enough where you can roll across the face here. You just really don't want to use your nails at all. Definitely too lazy to get up and grab the tweezers, but yeah. That's where we should be at right now with this. Anyone else in the chat prefer the coating on the card? What are your thoughts? Maybe I'm gonna have to. Delicately. Is that what it said, 100 years? Yeah. Because obviously when you make a statement like that, no one could challenge it, right? Well, you peeled it off too soon. Like we never got to give it a chance. Yeah, definitely looks nicer peeled. I agree with you on that. Yeah, first crack at it with the tweezers. I mean, it's not even close. And you see the way these things look, how nice they look. Look at that. Hey, look at the difference. Let's get some light on it. There we go. Success. Just gotta wipe my fingerprints off this thing now. Nice. Yeah, my lighting sucks. Yeah, this stuff's pretty cloudy, you know. That's what I'm happy with that. There's half the case. So what's everybody got going on? Anything good? I got Ray, Artie, Mark C, Stewart with 2, SOL with 1, Rocky Top with 1, Aaron with 1. That puts us at 10. Hang out for a few minutes and then jump off. We should clean up this desk. Get stuff organized. Just in a daze over here. I don't even feel like listing any cards for sale. I don't feel like doing anything. And I don't feel like sleeping. So there's that. Oh, shit. Anybody in the chat pick up any new cards? A couple new Kenny Lofton cards. A couple that I didn't have. Somebody sent me an offer for like $750 on like a $9 card, and I just replied, I go, hey, you can check completed listings. I just bought that card for $350. I do want another one. I think I offered him $5. I say, hey, one just sold for $325 or $350, and I offered you $5. That's gonna be my best offer. I mean, I don't mind people making a couple extra dollars, but trying to double up on it is not going to happen. I'm definitely stubborn when it comes to that stuff. I don't mind people making money, and I don't mind overpaying for something that I want by a small percentage, but it's a card that just sits there that nobody wants. There's very few people that want these cards. And I happen to be one of those. There's several doubles in here that I got to go through. 26. What's the Mega All-Star? What are you talking about there? The Mega All-Star. And what's up, Mark, by the way? I got your spot earlier, Mark. I got you on the list. This is a Pop 2. There's none higher. It's a pure gold. It's like an embossed. If you can see the back there where it's got the stamp. It's such a nice card, but it has a little corner touch right there. And I don't know if that's missing, that white spot, or if it just needs to be, folded back over. But otherwise, the corners are nice on these. Yeah, there's only 2 8s, and then that's the highest. But I just like the way all the gold in the net stands out. So I got that one. I got this a while ago. I haven't put it in my set registry. Playing cards. Some of these I've had. I just haven't put them in binders. This one I'm potentially going to grade. It's such a tough card to get with the black back, but this one is pretty clean. It's just I don't even think there's anything higher than an 8 on that one. This card I already have a couple copies, but I just think it's such a cool card. Whenever I see him for a couple bucks, few bucks, I'll pick him up. I mean, he's got his big diamond, the base chain, his charm on his chain. I don't know, just these things got a lot of movement to them. Pretty cool. Series 2. Oh, yeah. The celebration boxes. Yeah, those are good value, man. I like those. 3 of 10. Nice. Who'd you get? Who did you get in the black? Dude, that's killer, man. That's so tough to get a black. These are throw out the packs that I opened a box of those. Somebody sent this to me. I think Artie sent this to me. Somebody sent this to me, but it's lofted in Braves, which I don't particularly collect. Who sent me this one? I think Smalls got me that. Love that card. That's the museum collection. Again, and the light, you gotta get the right light. But look at that thing. That's in a sleeve and a top loader. This thing's just got crazy movement. The old school Indians uniform. Mid-80s. Like that color a lot. Select certified. Pretty cool. This is the gold. There's that old uniform. Man, he looks skinny in there, that picture. Card 41 of 60. Kenny was a good basketball player too. Here's another cool one. Just big on the 90s stuff. One of my favorite cards of his, in the top 5 for sure. I mean, that's what it was like watching games as a kid right there. Empty stadium. There's about 50 people on the lower level back there. Just such a cool card. Bag Bandit. This is one I'd like to get autographed, but I don't know. I just think it's a great looking card. It's very simple, very clean. I think Artie sent me these. A couple of Braves ones in here. Number out of 10,000. Oh yeah, here's another one of those. What do you call it? Here's another one. Yeah, that one had a little corner touch on the top left. This one I think is a lot cleaner. Yeah, 90s inserts, man. Doesn't get any better than that. Jonah Tong, that's not bad, man. Out of 10, that's a good card. That's one you may want to just sell now. I mean, or try to get some money and buy some other stuff with that. That's a pretty good card. And the reason I say that is because if there's been no sales, just put it up for like $250, your best offer, something high. And there's people out there that build the whole entire complete sets. Like I'm talking master sets, all the golds, all the oranges, all the blacks. Here's another card that is pretty much. I don't even know if it's been graded, higher than a 7. This one here. Lucky Sensations. Another one I'd like to get graded just for the set registry. This card's got some issues, but just early Lofton. Land on a bunt. He's just got to go into my binder. Random. These are pretty easy to gem. You just got to watch. Sometimes there's scratches on this here. This gold hologram or whatever that's called. Yeah, some of these I've had for a while. I don't know if I pulled this one or not. One of 2000. This is the bronze. The name's in bronze. They have silver, bronze, and gold. Or silver, bronze, gold, I think it is. This one I already have graded. Rookies. Here's an oversized. It's got a big old dent here. I don't even know where I got this from. I think somebody might have gave it to me, but it's an oversized from Bowman's Best. It's got like 1,000 scratches on it, but I think it looks cool still. Look at those shine on this thing. It's all beat up. I mean, it's rough. Still got the shine to it. That's why. Those early refractors got some nice shine. Cards like these are pretty easy to gem. Pack fresh. But I'd like to get this in a refractor. Here's a cool one. Again, it's not see what I mean when I take it out. I just made some awesome cards back in the day. Yeah, Mark, those are nice boxes to do. Here's the Swingman in the museum collection. It's good stuff. I'm gonna turn this other TV off. So much that name. I don't know where I get this from either. This is what the hell is this? Oh, it's a Pacific product. Authentic game worn jersey. Yeah, I've been slowly working on my Indians binders when I got time here and there. Here's another cool one. The White Hot set. Some guy posted this in a PSA 10 the other day. And I said, how much? And he said, not for sale. He's doing the whole set in a 10. And I said, well, when you give up on it, you call me. That's a tough national pack time. That's a tough set to put together. Here's another good one. Just a cool looking, the little mirror, it reminds me of when you get on the bonus. Yeah, definitely. That's I don't know. I think I said it before. I thought it and I didn't say it, but I was telling Mark, like, great way to get inserts if you're a set builder. Those boxes are awesome. But yeah, this is what's the little window? Family Guy Peter does it. He's like, when he's picking out stuff for the Wheel of Fortune? He's going around the room and he's like, I'll take the chair, I'll take the refrigerator, set of used golf clubs. I don't know. If you know the show, you know what I mean. But I just just a base card, but such a cool design. Here's another one that's tough in a 10. I think there's one or two 10s, a few 9s, and that's it. I bought a half a case or something like that, or I bought a lot of them. Trouble is they got a lot there. They got heavy chipping, not all the time. They got heavy chipping. It came out of a box set. Like this one's pretty clean, little touch there, but yeah. And then right here, it's just such. I mean, it's even with the ones that I bought. I think I still got 15 or so of these little sets. Jim Thome rookies in there, Lofton's in there, and there's one other decent player. But yeah, there's really tough to get these. So when people see cards, are like, why would somebody pay $100 or $150 for a PSA 10 of that card? Well, because there's like 2 or 3 that exist since for the last 35 years, And I get it; it's not a big name. It's Lofton, but there are fans of Lofton out there. He played on a dozen teams. All-Star Game logo. Silver signature, silver. This is 2014 National Sports Convention. They didn't do him any justice with that shirt on. When you go in without a shirt and they're like, hey, dude, you got to put a shirt on. We're taking a photo of you. Another good one here. One of the better base cards. Look at the quality of these stadium clubs. Look at that shine right here. Around the name. If I get it to move, there it is. One of his many leaping grabs. Just an awesome card. This one's pretty clean. I was thinking about sending it in, but I mean, no, not anytime soon. Grading would have to be back to normal. These are all doubles. This is the Rockies. There's a Florida inaugural, the Rockies inaugural, the gold. the base, and I think that's it. I think those are the 4 that I have. That's a nice black gold, nicely centered. I think Ron hooked me up with one of those. I got that in a 10. There's another one of those. Another one there. Is this the promo one? Yeah. Pre-production sample. Tough to find that one centered. Here's another cool one. Check this out. It's not in the best condition, but it's a pretty cool foil card. It doesn't have as much shine. When you look at it, you're like, man, I think it's gonna shine. It's kind of dull. It's like just like a plain silver card. Oh. Here's another. This one is definitely premium in my book. This thing needs a little bit of a wipe down. It's got a big old smudge here. Yeah, I'm making more mess of it. It's just dirty. But this one's numbered out of $4.99. These things are just getting more expensive as time goes on. Yeah, there you go. Look at the light now. See what I mean? You get the right light, man. These things the new refractors don't even come close to this stuff from the 90s. They're just putting more of that refractor juice in there. But yeah, that's just it's got that like deep red. Just goes good with the Indians. Big fan of that one. I like the little lines here. The way the name is. I think this is just a well done card here. I think that's it. These are all random stuff that I'm putting together. Still waiting to get this one. Thought about sending it out, but it's got a little touch on that top left, a little bit of white, but if you guys notice, this card is the ones that they have out now are not as nice. This is in I think it's 24 archives, but yeah, these are way better than the ones they have out now. But that's the card design that they took it from. I think it's 95. Cyber stats. 95. I think it's like a 10 card set. Just love that card. I think they have parallels. I don't know of the new one. Big fan of that one. Bazooka. Let's see what else we got in here. What is this? Nice gold label. I mean, it's a base card. That's crazy how nice this stuff used to be. I mean, just looking at this card compared to what Gold Label was before they stopped making it. It's wild, the quality that was out back then. I got this from Traveling Card Puller. There's the Lofton and a gold. What's up, D'Lo? Another Topps gold. This one I've been trying to get. I missed out on it. I wasn't going to overpay, but this came up in a PSA 10. I think there's only one out there. And really what it is people are starting to see them popularity. What I mean is a few of them are selling. So a lot of people are sending his stuff in now. And the reality is there's only a handful of us idiots that are buying this guy. But this one's pretty damn close. So I was going to send this one in. You know, because I'm not going to pay what that last one sold for. Almost 200, I think. 170 something maybe. And then there's been some where if I don't bid on it, it doesn't go for much because I think it's just me and another guy that's bidding. And there's only 3 or 4 of us on the PSA or set registry that are actually adding slab loftings to our list. So we'll see. I've got a bunch of this stuff that I got to send out. I don't even know if there's any tens of these. I don't even know what this is. It's like not even a real card. It's oversized. It's the whole entire top loader. It's like an extra 1/4 inch bigger, but it's still pretty cool. Yeah, these are all off left to right. Problem is you got to buy these in the bag sets and then you're still gambling. Same thing with these. I have a lot of these still that I didn't open. Still got the little fuzz on there from when they were cutting these. But I think these should do pretty good. This card I definitely want to get. I've seen it graded. It's out of a magazine. This one's all beat up, but it's got this gloss on it, and then you just got to cut it yourself. And you can get it authenticated hand cut. You can see the line, and it's paper thin. It's like those Tough Stuff magazines, baseball card magazine, but it's the 1970 design. So yeah, you can find the panels, but if you know, sometimes they're on eBay where you can find the actual book. There's some Griffey ones that I have, some Sandberg ones, and then the Lofton ones where I just went out and bought a whole bunch of books. Once you find what you're looking for, buy them up. Once people start posting them, then they go through. Then the prices are, they skyrocket because they see a graded one sell and people go crazy. Here's another one that's like, I don't even know if there's any 10s in it, but it's in here. Let's open one. See how it looks. I'm gonna sacrifice this back of this one, rip through it. But they do grade this one, and it's one I want to get. Let's get our local TV channel there. There's Sandy, Bayerga, Albert Pell. What a badass, dude. You got the ML on the charm. Oh, baby, look at that. There we go. Look at that. That's all you look for is this and this border. Then you know you're square. If this matches this, you're good. And that thing is nice. Maggie? Steve Olin, I think he was on that boat crash. Those two, there was Cruz, Olin, and someone else went on a boat, and they were doing a little too much boozing and cocaine. Wrecked a boat. I don't know if it was Sandusky, Cleveland. I think it was around here. Oh, there's the Tony. Man. All right. I'm excited. It'd be nice to get those, not have to pay someone else for clean up slab. Postcards. Come on. It's definitely a little bit too big, but that's okay. I'll get the job done for now. good news is I got these from the same seller. So if you're ever buying stuff like this that you want, and you get those little team bags or whatever it is, and then you start seeing, man, these are coming out perfectly centered. Go back and buy them all. It's the only way to test. That's why I prefer buying reach out to the seller. Hey, how many do you have? Oh, I got 10 of them. Okay. Can you give me a deal on 2 of them? And then just leave it at that. When the cards start coming out nice, just go back on and buy the rest of them. So you don't get burned buying a whole case, because sometimes these team bags and stuff like that come in a plain box, put a piece of tape on it. But yeah, that's pretty damn straight to me. Now, let me see if I can find if they even have the data on these things, if there's even been any sales. Here's another pretty cool Lofton. This one's the Braves. I didn't go for it, obviously, but such a cool card. This is out of 2000. One for $15. But I don't go for the Braves. I mean, some of the best looking inserts. The pick's not doing it justice, but yeah, take my word for it. Here's another nice one. Yeah, I don't think there's any I want to say there's one of those, or one that's graded. Yeah. Oh, here's an example. Here's an example of that card I showed. Let's see if I can find the pop count on here. So that's that card that I was showing before from that box set, the Pinnacle Rookies. And let's see how many are in here. Pop report. 2 10s. That's it. So if you have to have a 10, perfectly fine with that ungraded card. But you get the idea. Yeah, this is stuff that's going up like crazy. This one's out of 400. That's a nice one. This one went for $2. That's a row 2. Cool card there, Flair Showcase. The first stained glass cards. That's a great set. I don't know if they're going to show it in this one. Let's see if there's any on the back. Yeah, so you see all this white stuff right here. All that stuff is like stuck on the cards. If you open a box today, that's what you'll get out of it. Whatever they cut that with, whatever this card stock was made out of, that's like all the shavings, and they're actually stuck, probably due to the heat and the weight, whatever. But if you look closely, those are probably just fingerprints there, but that's all that white stuff. Every one I have is like that. I'm sure you can probably clean it. There's probably something online that tells you, hey, this is what you can use to wipe that stuff off. But anyway, I like it because it's got the Chief Wahoo. There's this, and then the Manny Ramirez for Cleveland. Just a cool set. I think I had one of the, I don't know if I had a 10 or a 9, but I had, actually, I'm going to look it up. Stained glass, 96. I'm pretty sure it was Piazza. That's the only one that I ever had that was nice. Yeah, there's the Piazza with the Dodgers. Yeah, again, these photos aren't doing it justice. These are awesome looking cards. If you can see one in person. I just want to try to find a graded one. Yeah, this one's really, see all the white stuff on there? And this is a lot of the stuff I learned the hard way. Being a new collector, it's got to suck with all the stuff going on today. Like if you try to dive into something, you're like, oh, I like these, I'm just going to start buying them. This will all cost you a bunch of money to do trial and error. But sometimes there's some good articles out there on the blowout forums. If you guys follow that stuff, there's a good article. You can usually just go on there and search, and they'll pull up, stuff from 10 years plus. Some good info on a lot of these older cards. And the thing is, it's like almost like the clear acetate material. That's what the card reminds me of. Yeah, you can kind of see the acetate, but let's see, the front looks okay on this one, but the back is got that shit all over it. I mean, you can get a nice ungraded set for, under $150. I just think it's a cool set, and they look much better in person. Yeah, it's not going to come up on here. Mike, no, it's why, because it says Mike Pizza. Jesus. Stupid spell check. Yeah, and they've been hot. It's just they're getting more attention now because more older people like us that had those as kids are in the hobby now, and little disposable income each month for new collectors. It puts those cards up there. Let's see if I can find this. Now, I know they exist because I had one. This is another one they reused recently, but this is from 1998. Yeah, just awesome. Very cool. I don't know if Griffey's in here. I know Bonds is in here. Yeah, here's a Bonds for 40. Yeah, this one doesn't look too bad. Just a few spots on there. Yeah. Yeah, and there's just, you'd almost have to practice on a cheap card and see if you can just pick those things off of there. I mean, any of those acetate cards, like the new top stuff that's out of 10, those are extremely tough to get in good condition. Yeah, I'm excited about these couple here. I just want the Lofton. I don't care about anything else. And a lot of this stuff you can find maybe locally, but that's the stuff that people threw away. It's got the McDonald's logo. So this was either a giveaway at the stadium or it was the giveaway at McDonald's in 92, 91. Let's see what year this is. Yeah, 91 or 92, because this has the last stat for each player of 91. Yeah, certain regional stuff like this is cheap, and then if you obviously have some of the more expensive one, the police, Cal Ripken is worth 10,000. You know, if you can find it. The Jeter's worth like 1,500. You know, and a 7 in a low, mid grade. You know, they're just hard to find, and you know, someone in the hobby decided that was not. No, I get it. If there's only 10 copies or 12 copies or whatever it is for the Ripken. Oh man, my phone. Let's see. I thought it was dead. Okay, I just want to see what the Ripken is. I know that's a big one. I could be off by that sale. They could be $7,000, but I know that there was some grade ones in like mid grade 7 that was over 10,000. Let's just do Cal Ripken police card. So there's a 3. There's one. Somebody got one autographed. Jeez, and a 2. Here's a straight 6.5. Too bad. Let me see if I can get this pop a certain number off here. Because these were cards like this. Kids got them in a pack like this. They opened them up and played with them. Wow. August 4th, 2024, 69,000 and a 6.5. Yeah. Well, I guess I was wrong. 69,000. Now that's definitely one of the more rare ones. There's not many of them out there. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's see if I can get the pop. Oh, the cert number. 896 323. 896 323. You gotta be careful with fakes on these too. Well, there's 3 higher. Usually if it sits for a while, sometimes there's an estimate that'll pop up just as you're on here. So the highest grade is there's 3 7s, that's 6.5. A 6, 6 6s, 5 5s, 6 4s, and there's a 3, there's a 2, and there's a 1. So 35 total. Yeah. It's pretty pretty impressive. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But that's the card. The sky blue one is the Jeter. You know, and like when I was getting collection, I've never seen one of these, and definitely a small window. I think it was one event. I should read up a little bit more on it. I believe there's one event that happened that they gave those away. Actually, no, let's do Cal Ripken place rare card. How are these distributed? Oh, 5.5 sold for 81,000. Oh, that was the card with the juice. So 20% on top of the 67. Why they considered the pinnacle for printing and with lower grade copies fetching staggering prices. Okay. I have one of the blue border versions. Be highly cautious you ever buy one as the high price tag attract counterfeiters. Yes, we know that. Oh wow, there's a whole bunch of articles on this card, which is good. It's good to bring some awareness to these things but anyway, like I was saying about getting a collection, it's hard to get lucky. Oh wow, here's one on eBay and a 3 for 50,000. 50,000 for that one. It's got some nice stuff in the background. Warren Spahn, Schmidt rookie, 53 Campanella. Whoever this person has got nice stuff. Let's see. Police, Derek. Jeter card. Looks like 9's around 400. I think it was 1,500 is what I saw for a 10. Yeah, so these are the like you can see the plastic. These like little bag sets, kind of like this. Some were loose. The star cards were loose, and a real thicker, foggy plastic. This is a lot thinner, but it's got that seal. Not vacuum seal, but I think it's heat seal. That's what they call that. Yeah, there's a card right there. This one's not as rare as nowhere near that other card. Sandberg has a cool minor league card. That's expensive. Obviously, more now that he passed. There's one of them. It's not bad, but not just that. It's yeah. So here's a good example. I have some downstairs, but I don't feel like going to get them. But this is the baggie. You can kind of see. Oops. It's like a cheap plastic, and they're just folded over in the back with a little small single piece of Scotch tape. Yeah, and that's how those sets came. And there's the with the Phillies. Yeah, the Phillies gave him away for next to nothing. My two favorite players growing up were Schmidt and Sandberg. Oh, excuse me. I would have loved to have both those on the same team in the 80s. That would have been awesome. But yeah, there's the Sandberg with the Phils. Here's the Red Lobster card. I know there's a couple variations of that. Take a look at the thing. Apple Valley. Some Expos out there in the outfield. There's the Fleer. Gone Russ. Tops. Here's a cameo appearance. This is the Reggie Smith. Sandberg's first appearance on a Topps card. Other than himself. Going back to first base right there from the same set. Member's choice. Probably my favorite Topps card outside the rookie. Got to be that image right there. Team book hand cut. There's a hostess. Came in a little cupcake packs. '83 rookie sticker. All-Star Game program, which is the same as the center panel there. Steve Sachs. There's the solo. Apple Valley. Yeah, this is the there's different images. So that's the Red Lobster one. So right here will be, you know, the logo for the Red Lobster. minor league one. I always like looking at the all the signage back here, the advertisements. I always find that stuff the most interesting. As long as it was before my time, you know, like I would have never seen it growing up or drove by it or anything. That's when I find it interesting. If that makes sense. Bill Peachy. You can see how bright the back is. Love this. I definitely like that one the best. He doesn't have many great images for Topps. But again, Topps didn't have a lot of competition in those days. So to get cool photos, it didn't happen until later on. Because they didn't have to compete with anybody. They could just put up the same crap for, well, at least in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, they didn't. But they really didn't care of the 80s either. Up some cards. 21 UK. Let's get into it. See if we get lucky here. Sometimes these boxes will surprise you. All you really need is a colored Ohtani and you're hitting a home run. Well, this is Japan edition, not UK. Dude, you know what I mean. You know what I meant to say. There you go. Yeah, that's good luck with that. So there, love this jade. These are the jade green. Love the way these look. I'd rather have this than some of the lower numbered stuff. I mean, just the base Ohtanis, you know, get you a value meal, something like that. One thing I don't like is the cards are on the back. You know, the cards that are, what do you call it? Like the inserts and the hits. But, you know what I mean. There's Judge. Yeah, the hits are on the back of these. So you got to kind of peel and set to the side. Cherry Blossom. What Cherry Blossom Ohtani? That'll blow the top off this box. Now we got Jose Marmolojo. Mama Lajejo. However you say his name. Yeah, I have some of those, like, you know, another Cherry Blossom. Detroit. Bob Burrows, rookie. I know. They all can't be winners. There's the Screwball. Mountcastle. Screwball over there. Let me see if I got. I don't know what I did with those things. Around here somewhere. That's not good. I had a stack of those Japan cards for Ichiro. I don't know what the hell I did with them. Oh, that's sweet. In Japan, Manny. Like that. Oh. Sugo. What's nice about these, you can put stuff together pretty easily from a box. So there's added value there. Yeah, I can't think of the ones. There's Otani. I can't think of the ones that I had for what do you call it? What am I trying to say here? They're like those. They're like the Japanese cards for Otani. They have like radius corners. I don't know, how did I put those things? I don't even know. Ortiz. No, they're real. Yeah, Ichiro's got some nice stuff out there. They're expensive. I don't know which ones I have. See if I can find them out here. Yeah, here's the Blue Wave. That's, I think, the most expensive one right here. That's got straight corners. And the rest, these all have the radius. It's like a game. Oops. I just found this out that you could do this. You can go, come on now. Oh, go like that. See the radius corners on there? The Blue Wave. That's part of it, like a game or whatever. But yeah, this is the one. Also has the Blue Wave, which is that team, but this is like the straight, his earliest one with the straight card, like a normal trading card. There's some cheaper ones in here too that are not as expensive. This one, I know I have this one. There's another one there. This is reprint rookie card for 189. It says right on there. Yeah, I've got a handful of them. I'm not seeing the ones that I've got. Wait, this one might be one of them. No, that's a straight card. They definitely have more radius corners to them. Here's another one. Yeah, there's the, oh, that's cool. That's the game, the sealed game. Pretty cool. Yeah, you could still get some of these, fairly cheap. Honestly, I paid like $150 for like a stack of them, and I don't think there was any doubles. I think I had like a handful of variations. Anyway, they're still pretty cool. Not sure what their value is, but I hung on to them for a long time. I've had those cards for many years. A lot of base here. Hopefully we get some more numbered cards. I don't remember how often you got numbered cards out of this release. Jazz rookie. Tomato. He was solid for many years. King Felix. Oops. Purple. I think this is to 50 or 25. Whit Merrifield to 50. Oh man, that's killer. Shane McClanahan. Hell yeah. Out of 3. Holy fudge. 3 of 3. Get the flock out of here. What the hell? Walk backwards into that one. McClanahan out of 3. Rookie auto. Zoinks. That's a fucking killer card, man. He was Cy Young bound until he got hurt, and he's back though. He's pitching good. Jesus, that's killer, man. All right, shout out to 21 Japan. There's McClanahan. Yeah, I've got his image variation, his to 76, and what else do I have of him? I got a handful of decent cards from McClanahan. Stuff was red hot at one point. That's cool though. Got an autograph out of there. Another Judge. And white. Maybe we'll see another Tonic. God, really top off this box. But I'm excited for that. That's a card like I'm not attached to it. That's a card that belongs to a Rays fan, Like that's a cool card. That's just something unique. May not hold a ton of value, but I don't know. I think it's awesome. And pack pulling it is even better. I think that was it for the rookies. Alec Bohm. I don't think there's anyone else that's like really popping out in here besides the Scooball. And McClanahan. Let's just see how we do with the numbered stuff. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the auto. So yeah, that's pretty good for a hobby box. Man, that is a nice looking card. I think that's pretty neat. I swear his autograph. This must be an early auto. I have his autograph on something. I just don't know what it's on. It's graded too. Man, 3 out of 3. Sweetness. Down there. Send somebody a wrapper if they ever get it. Pretty sure I opened that, but I'll save a couple wrappers just in case. Yeah, all right. That scratched the itch for tonight. I saw a box of UK on the shelf when I grabbed this. That's why I was like, oh, UK. I think I grabbed 21 UK because Mike Trout's on the box, and then I set it down. I don't know why. I was like, I'm not going to open Mike Trout, and I grabbed this one. I don't know why, but that's what I'm just talking out loud. That's what went through my brain for some reason. Like, well, I can't open that box. Not like it mattered. It's probably cheaper than this one. You guys ever freeze watermelon? Like cut up the slices and throw them in the freezer for a little bit? Anybody? I should give it a try. Give it a try. It's damn good. I don't think I ever got big names on that jade green. This is to 99. This is to 75. I think Bo Bichette is like the best card I ever got out of this. I do have a Vladdy to 5. I know I pulled a Vladdy to 5. Someone else, I can't think. Well, that McClanahan is something. That was a pretty neat card. Yeah, the Rays are playing extremely well. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of like good pitchers out there. Outside of obviously Ohtani and Skeens and stuff like that. There's in school ball, like there's a lot of really good pitchers in the league right now. They're just having solid years. Vladdy on a 20. Oh, nice. Yeah. I don't know what the hell it was, though. I still have it. It's somewhere. I want to see how Shane is doing. Five strikeouts, no walks, 4 hits, 6 innings pitched, no earned runs. He's 8-5 with a 2.8 ERA, 82 strikeouts, 1.13. But that's pretty good. Coming back off his injury season, boy, he was killing it that year when he got hurt. Missing 2 full seasons due to Tommy John surgery and a nerve issue. Yeah, he was 7.5, 3.05 ERA. Well, he brought that down to sub 3. Cool. July bounce back. Oh, he went 0-3 in June, but he just had a good outing. Yeah, that's a nice one. Cherry Blossom. Those are awesome. Yep, those look good. That's the most popular one. I like the Jade the best out of 75. I just like that green. You know, it's something we've never seen before, this color. It's just a kind of pale looking. Like that 50s green tile that you see sometimes in the old bathrooms. That's what it reminds me of. Adam, if you know anybody that's a Palmer fan, let me know. This is a total pop of 85. There's only three sevens, 1 6.5, 10 sixes, 6 fives, 4.5, 1, 4, 9 threes, 9. This is the Venezuela, which you don't see too many past the 2, 2.5, 3-ish grade. There's a Jim Palmer and a 5. It's got the discoloration, but it's off center, but it's somewhat of a sharp card. It's got that real deep back. Yeah, it's a badge of honor. You get that, you're accepted in the group. But yeah, real tough card. Pop 85. Yeah, I've got a lot of I pulled out all the stuff that goes to my sets, and I had all these extra Jim Palmers. Like these are all the stuff that goes with the sets. This is the 83 Don Russ in a 10, 84 Flair 10, Diamond King 10, Flair 81 10. These are all 10s. 83, 82 Flair, 82 Don Russ, 81 Don Russ. So these are gonna go back with my sets. I got a lot of oddball stuff that's low pop in here too, and then stuff that's it's not that valuable, but it's like a Palmer collector would love these more. I just put pop 27, 52 higher. This is a cheap one, SSPC. O-Pee-Chee 77 and an 8. Was it this one that I was thinking about snapping out? Yeah, it's this one. Just because there's only 2 10s and 11 9s. I mean, the centering and the brightness on this card. I've been looking it over with a couple different lights. It's too nice. It's not valuable. It's not that valuable in an 8, but I'm like, I can't sell this card for $40. There's no way. I'll take my chances. I mean, look at the back center. This is insane. I mean, it's just such a good looking card, and it's so bright. It's so white compared to other stuff. And the centering, I don't know. Maybe even SGC. I just think it's a 9 all day. But does it have a shot out of 10? I mean, it's how they grade that rough cut edge, But the multi-million-dollar Gretzky's got rough cuts to it too. So there's that. Here's a tough one. This is there's only 42. No 8s, 9s, or 10s. There's 1 7 and 8 6s. That's the candy lids. That was in, I think, 2021 Heritage Throwback. 21 or 22 Heritage. 21. But yeah, 1973 candy lids. There's a 78 O-Pee-Chee and an 8. Here's another tough one, 71 Topps Tattoos panel. It's got the Yankees and then the rundown cartoon, and then obviously Palmer. There's only 9 of these, 9 total. There's a 9, 3 8s, and this is the only 7. And then you got 3 6s and 1 5. So it doesn't transit. How do you get counts on it? One hasn't sold in forever. But these are just tough to find. Kids play with this stuff, man. They use these. You think a kid in the 70s was leaving that on the ground? No way. This is the wiffle discs. This is the Pop 6. There's only 1 10 and 6 9s. Here's a blank back somewhere in here. I got a blank back one. I thought I had a blank back. Oh, these are the oversized ones. Pop 6, 23 higher. So 23 10s and 6 9s. That's the blank back. And then this is, and you could find these with different stores, like different advertisements. Ice cream, make your own sundae. Pop 3, 15 higher. 9. Yeah, there's some low pop stuff. There's only 9 of these. I mean, not saying that's valuable. There's a difference between valuable and rare. You know what I mean? There's thousands of Mickey Mantle rookies out there, and they're at every show. They're expensive. There's a PSA 10 clear stamps. Pop 15. There's a hand cut 83. That's the sticker box. Pop 36. That's the Rustin Purina, the puppy dog dog food. There's a 9, 83 OPG. That's another tough one you just don't see. Only 16. That's the OPG, 1967. He was dominant. He just doesn't get a lot of hobby love, in terms of value, which is just what it is. See what I mean? How the brightness of that other card that I had out. See the difference here? This is 78 and 77. This is a year earlier. See the difference? I mean, this thing almost looks cream colored. Even with me getting out of the way, you could still see the cream. This is just such a bright white card. Yeah, there's 5 10s and 18 9s. There's the cloth. 8 10s, 45 9s. OPG 71. Pop 10, 45 higher. 2 9s, 8.5, 18 8s. That's a 6. These are pretty easy if you got these, You need 3 cards to complete his Topps playing days run. Oh, nice. Yeah, let me know which ones they are. I mean, it's the Topps ones I'm keeping because those go with my sets, but if it's any of this other stuff, they'll peach and stuff like that. But yeah, the Topps. Here's a 73. Pop 20. 8 9s, no 10s. And then a 3D. Again, yeah, 101. Yeah, these are pretty easy. Yeah, somebody was asking about Kellogg's cards, and I was like, well, I'll sell the whole collection that I've got. I've got, where's that binder? So you guys know. Wrap it up. It's around there somewhere. I know I pulled it out somewhere. Question is, where is it? Oh, you need to get them signed. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I probably got a bunch of 82s laying around. 67 off the look. I know I got 82s, but this is the that's the 71 Topps coins. Pop 27, 52 higher. One of these sets is in rougher shape, a lot of cracking, but the rest are all really, really nice. Some of these later ones are obviously easy to complete. Those are like 10 cards. I think there might be one more set in here, but this is 73, 74, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 91. I think this is the 91. Yeah, there's 10 cards there. And then this is 91. This is 92. This is 83. Yeah, like some of these are just like minty, you know. They're just nice and soft. They got the nice yeah, this is 1983. All the stars are in here though. Brett, Rose, Eddie Murray, Robin Yount. All the big names are in here. Ozzie Smith. There's Nolan Ryan. There's the Kellogg's. That's a big set. Schmitty. All right. Yeah, no cracking. It's got the bow. They'll flatten out, but that's kind of how they sit unless you got this book flattened out. Nice centering on the Ricky. Yeah, this is the 82. It's the 82 set. Yeah, these 82s are really nice. Not as expensive as the other ones from the 70s, but still. They almost got like the cup even in the page too. That's just how they got formed. You could see the bow. But these are all clean pages, new. I just been too lazy to price this out. I told him also the whole thing together. I'm not piecing anything out. This is 81 maybe. It's 81. Full size card, 81. Yeah, 81. They're great. Tony the Tiger on the back. They're great. Johnny Bench. Oh, that's cool. Grover. Mike Hargrove for the mid-90s manager for the Indians. All right, this is 1980, I believe. Imagine if there was this is 80. Imagine if they had a Ricky Henderson in this. Or Schmitty. I always like these smaller sizes. You know, they're more unique than the full-size cards. To me, it was just different. Pete Rose. Winfield. Andre Thornton. Carlton Fisk. Palmer. Oops. What year is this one? Yeah, he's got like almost like they're separating from the paper a little bit in some spots. You can kind of see that. They're all attached to the edges. It's weird. Yeah, these things are really affected by if you got any of these near heat. This is 1979. Anyway, still pretty cool. Oh, McCovey's in here. You got some old ones in these 80s that are the late 70s. There's some older players in here. Oh, that's cool. It's a nice Pete Rose. Yeah, see that? It's like That's weird. Yeah, these aren't, I mean, these aren't extremely valuable. Some of the earlier ones are, you know, $300 or $400 a set, 150, 200, depending on which set it is in condition. But they're fun to collect. There we go. Nolan, see the cracking on that one? If you look at it, it's like, you can see the line. It goes this way and then over. That's the crack. Here's this. '74. 1974. Oh yeah, wow, look at this Palmer. This Palmer's seen better days. You know, it's one of those sets where it's not going to cost you a ton of money to upgrade. But yeah, you can see. You can see how flexible these cards are. Super soft. But you can see the cracking on the. That's just what happens when they get cold, when they get hot, and people, you know, mess with them. Now that I look at these, there's only a few bad ones. Yeah. They're not all bad. There's just a couple in here. Maybe I should upgrade these couple before I sell these. What's that bad one? Ryan, that'll cost a little bit. Who else is bad in here? Looks like 1, 2, 3 card. Well, the Lizinski too. That's 4. There's 5 common. Yeah, they're not bad. Let's see how the bench looks. Oh yeah, that bench is nice. Yeah, there's just a few in there in this set. The rest of them are fine. Pete Rose. Let's check out the Rose. Pete Rose, a little facial hair. And chops on the Rose. Nice. Bobby Bonds. Willie Stargell. I always liked his autograph. Check out his signature. Oh, these guys just had a little pride in what they were signing. And this is the 73. These aren't like the, what do you call that? These are really nice, really sharp cards. $1973. Bonds, Carlton. That's Gibson. Sparky Lau, Nolan Ryan. Palmer. Ray Fosse. Pete Rose laid him out in the All-Star game. He was never the same after that. That's Cleveland's catcher. There's Reggie. Would have been cool to have a Mike Schmidt rookie in 73. Joe Morgan, July 11. Lou Brock. Benny Sanguino. Who else is in here? Dave Kingman. Tom Seaver. Not that right. That's Klein. I thought it was a K-line. There's Rod Carew. There's K-line. And then Santo. I know, right? My daughter was like, she goes, "What's this?" And I was like, that's for Daddy. It was a big old box of Captain Crunch. Oh, man. She wanted to open it so she wanted to play with the whatever this is on the back. She's like, "Let's check it out." And like, that's what she says for everything. Let's check it out. But yeah, she don't miss a beat. And I was laughing. Like, that's the good stuff. Yeah, I would definitely buy more cereal if they had cards in them. Yeah, but this is what we had in the 90s. These little, what's this, 1, 2, 9, 15 card set. These were the legends, or baseball greats. That's what they did each year. They probably couldn't get the licensing for the current players because they were probably too much money. So they had, they went to this route, which probably made more sense for them financially. But yeah, nice little run of sets here. What's the second one? 90, 92. I got to put 92 on here. And I think, I may just go buy these cards just because I'd hate to sell this guy this collection and be like, hey, these 5 cards suck. I could probably get them in nice condition for under $50 for all those. I'd feel better about it then. That you'd have a nice grouping to get going. Oh, shit. What else? Yeah, that's what I've been working on. Those Kellogg sets, my Lofton collection, and I've been hitting that pretty hard. I got a nice little stack here. That needs to go into the binders, but then that's a work in progress because I'm kind of redoing everything. I was going to put all the cards together, like all the Pinnacle, Tops, Score, etc. But now I'm thinking like numbered stuff, relics, and then unnumbered refractors, but then I want refractors together. So it's like, I don't know. I'm kind of torn how I want to do it. But yeah, I'm pumped about this one here. This card looks 1,000 times better without that stupid peel on it. I got another custom card made. These are the 2 guys that I got into baseball after school. I'd come home and I'd watch because when we first had cable, WGN was on. We never had Cleveland Indians on the TV till later on, 8, 9 years later. But he put the Holy Cow on there. And there's the front. Pretty pumped about this one. Them glasses. He's got that Morty Seinfeld glasses. You ever watch that episode where Kramer goes up to Morty? He's like, "Hey, Morty," taps him on his glasses. He's wearing those frames. Yeah, this card had it all. The original Cubs patch that I remember. I would have liked this one on there, to tie it in, but whatever. I mean, he showed me this and I'm like, yeah, I got to have that. So found an extra Willie Mays. Ooh, it sucks. This thing is so sharp too, but it's got a little bit of a print marks, like ink. I mean, it's clean, but then you got a big old whammy, big old wrinkle from here to here. And it sucks because if you tilt the card down, left to right centering, it's just a nice looking card. But it's one of those things, the 12-inch rule, 1 foot rule. Put it up there on the shelf like that instead of spending $4,000. It looks just fine. This is the shit I deal with. I get too much cards, too much stuff everywhere. Oh, we're slowly going through stuff here and there. I think that was there today. Yeah, I think that was about it. It's going through. Oh shit! All right, fellas. Well, I'll try to fire this machine up another day. Fill the rest of those spots, rest of that break. I'm debating on hitting the box of that Captain Crunch or a bowl of that Captain Crunch before I go to bed. Nothing like some good sugary cereal before bedtime. Or do I wait for the morning? I'll just think about it all night, how good it's going to be tomorrow. Or I just have a bowl now and a bowl in the morning. Man, life's full of choices. What do you think the captain would say? He'd probably tell me to go for it. I think he'd tell me to go for it. This dude kind of looks like Quagmire, I'm not going to lie. I mean, he's creepy, you know? He definitely looks like Quagmire. I wonder if Family Guy knows about this. I'll probably try to sue him. Who knows? Let me find Quagmire real quick. See. Quagmire with facial hair. Giggity, giggity. Yeah, dude, that's definitely Quagmire. What do you guys think? For sure. Dude, that's got to be him. There ain't no way that's not him. Turn this down. Yeah, that's definitely him.
This has got some carry to it. And there it goes. Joe Arenado. That's number 11. And it's 3-1 Diamondbacks.
Nice, Arenado. He's over $300, right? He's definitely getting the Hall of Fame. Oh, man, there's that card. And this card's haunting me. I need this card. In better condition, though. These are so tough. Oh, there's that. Is that the Hawaii over 300? Yeah. Is this the card? This is Hawaii Winter League. This fucking phone's listening to us, Aaron. Just boom, it was right down there when I was searching. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I have one card I'm not going to get rid of. I just like it too much. Let's see if I got it over here. I was looking at it the other day. No, I don't know what the hell I did with it, but man, I had a box of those slabs somewhere. Man, my brain does not work like it used to. That's for sure. There's some old peachy. Some old peachy wax packs. So I'll put up a pack before we leave. 90 old peachy. I do need to cut that Griffey out and get it hand cut. Don't be taking my ideas, guys. I do have the Frank Thomas SGC 10 in a pop one. I know there's a couple PSA ones, but I have the only SGC 10 Frank Thomas of 90 O-Pee-Chee rookie. But it's a clean looking Aussie too with the gum on the back. And there's people that buy these. So if you guys have gum stuck to the back, there's people that buy them on eBay. Collectors that collect those. Let's go. Matt Noakes, man. 88 Matt Noakes. He was the chase back then. Eric Davis, not bad. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. That's a good chance it's not. Knowing these people out there. Dale Murphy, Charlie Hayes, Russell, Ken Hill. I saw the green. I was like, oh, maybe it's Larry Walker. Otis Nixon. All right. That was fun. Put those in a box. Let them sit for another 20 years. What else we got over here? What is this? Oh, okay. Here we go. Some 89 Fleers. Let's see if we get lucky. See if we pull a, maybe get a Griffey. Joe Girardi. Mike Davis. Denny Martinez. Buddy Bell. Bill Thompson. Rod Allen. Paulie Beckman. Boy, these packs suck. Got the wax on the back there. We're not getting anybody. I think I'm going to go for this front here in a minute. Oh, we got one. Who is it? Oh, it's Franco. That's a nice one. Chili Davis. Was it Scott Terry, the air? What's the big air card? Is it Scott? I think it was Scott Terry. I gotta look that up now. God, my brain don't work. 1889. Of course, it pulls up nothing but the two big ones, but there's another air in here that's worth some money. Jeff Treadway. The target. It's the printing. It's the printing cursor target. See it right there above his head, and then this is the corrected version. I knew it was a guy with a red hat on. It's Jeff Treadway. I don't think we saw Jeff Treadway in here, did we? Fuck it, let's get a couple more packs. See if we can find something. That's a fresh box. I don't know when we opened it. Bobby Witt, senior. Paul Mahler. Newman. Tanana. Solid career. Look at them stats. Great catcher, or defensively at least. Benito Santiago. He was good. Not so much offensively. Mitchell. Freddie Lynn. Where? Oh, Ricky Henderson. He's also on the traded set. I've got the emerald foil of that Nolan Arenado. Oh, man. That was a big card back in the day. That was a huge card. That was... Bo Jackson. Well, boys, sometimes you're just in a groove, you know? Shit just starts coming your way. Black box. Black box it is. Oh, the boxes are hot. Let's see what else we got in here. We got another one. Yeah, Greenwell. Get these to gem. They're tough. But if you can get them to gem, believe it or not, this stuff sells. If you're into the grading, if that's your thing. Herbeck. Stanley. I just think of what's his name from Three's Company. Stanley. What's the wife's name? Not Mr. Roper's wife, Stanley's wife. Tracy Jones, Frank White, Nelson. Strawberry. Nice. That's a really nice cow. Buckner behind the bag. Spike Owen. Hey, Maddox. Okay. All right, two more. That's time to celebrate the two hits from tonight. The Rocket with some wax stains on the back. Bob Boone. Supreme. Steve Balboni. Steve Balboni, if you know, you know. Johnny Hamchek. Tabler with the wax. Goose Gossage. Stash. Randy's always ready. Brad Pounders. This dude looks like he's 60. No way that dude's a rookie. That dude's a prospect? Of what league? Kirk Gibson. Also a guy to get back then. Yeah, very cool. All right, fellas. Well, thanks for watching. We pulled a Bill Ripken out of what was our fourth pack in, out of a handful. And we did a few more. The black box, Bill Ripken. And then, of course, the previous box, Shane McClanahan, Japan 2021, 3 of 3. Autograph. All right, fellas, we got 20 more spots to go. Let me update the screen real quick. So I'll have to do this tomorrow. If that dude's 20, I'm 9. Oh, I guess people just look differently back then. I just don't, and I also don't remember that card. The only card I remember out of that was the year before with Mark Grace. That was the big one, I think. That's funny. All right, put that at 0, 2, 0 instead of 23. All right. There we go. All right, fellas. It's cereal time. I'm out of here. I'll catch y'all soon. Thanks for hanging out and chatting. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.